Hello friends, welcome back to a new episode of the cheesiest man alive. And the cheesiest man alive is I. It's your boy Harstem coming right at you. So we're starting with a cheese that I've recently lost to. Actually, I've lost to it multiple times in the past few days. And it's going to be a mass mine drop playstyle. So we'll start by proxying a barracks. We'll follow it up by proxying a factory. But we're not quite done yet, as we're also going to end up proxying a starport over here. And then get an armory somewhere along the way too. So we proxy absolutely everything, and then we just start sending in medevacs and dropping mines in our opponent's main base. And this sounds very easy, and that is because it is. It is a fairly brain-dead build order that is relatively easy to execute. Let's see if I can clear this little probe. This guy's obviously annoying me. I don't really want him to spot me. I could have opened up with a Reaper as well, but Reapers are good, but are they good enough to really fulfill what I want to? Where did this probe go? I bet he's scouting around. I bet this guy's actually scouting around, or he's proxying something over here in my third base. This is something that Protoss players just love doing. It's like, oh, I probably forget there's something over here. Like, nah, mate. Half of my games I proxy something there. Like, I'm well aware as to what is kicking up in the general area, matey. Don't worry about that. We're just gonna send this one back home for now. As I want another depot, actually. See if I can get anything done with this little marine. Yep. Shooting down this probe, for example. That's definitely getting something done. And then eventually, of course, we're still going to get a nexus as well. Or, sorry, a command center. My opponent should be getting a nexus, or at least I hope he's getting a nexus. I'm not sure what happens if he doesn't get a nexus, actually. Not even sure how bad that really is. It doesn't sound too bad. Also doesn't sound too great. This build works out perfectly. This is the beauty. I love build orders where you don't have to pull out of gas. You know, you just build your crap and it works. And this is definitely that type of build. He's moving across the map right now with that adapt. It kind of would have been scary had he started attacking this. Or well, scary, I'm not sure is the correct word. It just would have been frustrating for me, really. As probably should have borrowed these. See if I can get a hit. Don't really think I can. Don't really think I can whatsoever. Actually, that wasn't even close to getting a hit there. And now my opponent should be praying, really should be praying that he opened up with a robotics facility. If he did not open up with a robotics facility, he's in serious trouble. All right, he's in absolutely serious trouble. So we're gonna go over here, gonna drop one on the ramp as well. So there's many locations where, oh yeah, he definitely has a, okay, robotics into Stargate. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I'm not saying it's good or bad, I'm just saying it's interesting for now. So he's going to try and deny as much of my, as many of my mines as humanly possible. And we already have our next two coming in right now in towards the network. So we're gonna send this one around. This one is still back here. And we're going in once more. We're going in once more. Maybe need one more little medevac with this as well. Okay. Does he have... Yeah, he does have a mine here. Maybe I can shoot it! Or sorry, a mine. He has an observer there. Now, I forgot about this one, which is real nice for me. We have decent mining going on right now in our main base. The question that I have, of course, is can I just continue dropping here? And the answer to that is just going to be yes. Just gonna get this drop in. Another drop on the way. Start marine production as well. And just get all of our mines in here, really. You're gonna chase this. Hoppa! There we go. That's just beautiful stuff. I don't really want to waste a mine shot there on just a single little probie. That would be obviously a waste. And this is much better. Yeah, there we go. 11 kills on that Sergeant mine. Oh, Sergeant mine. Thank you so much. I have a bunch of random mines in medevacs here. I'm not really macroing properly, but he also isn't. And he isn't macroing properly because I'm literally dropping everywhere. Come on, Kevin. I need to start getting some of these bad boys in decent positions. This one can go back in. I'm just going to continue just sending in medevacs with mines. As, that seems to be doing relatively well for me over here. Maybe he forgets about it if I burrow it over here in this general area. Do I have any random... No, I don't have any random ones still remaining. No random medevacs. No, this is about it. I think we're up in a lot of things. I think we're up in workers. I think I have a little bit of momentum on my side. I'm just going to continue building mines. I really wonder how many workers I've killed. I also wonder how many mines I've lost. These are two things I'm wondering about. But it's not the most important thing. The most important thing right now for me is get a little bit of money out here. Just a little bit of cash. So actually let's move you over here, start a reactor, and then we're just gonna go for an SCV pool behind this, I think. So you're gonna get 4 in here. You're gonna get a couple as well. I wonder what is actual. Don't forget he followed this up with a Stargate. So although it's really cool to deal with medevacs to have like a couple of Phoenixes out, at the same time you're really delaying your follow-up attack. Like, where is your splash going to be? It's probably gonna be Colossus, but these Colossus are gonna be slow as crap. My man didn't even have gases on the natural yet. So this is overall just a pretty poor situation for my opponent. This one now has 3 as well. Let's see if we can go in and maybe... Yep, okay, we have that thing going on. That's all beautiful. We have combat shield on the way. Oh, what's that? That doesn't necessarily look good, but this might look a little bit better. This might look a little bit better. Let's see if we can do anything here. It's going to be 1, that's going to be 2, that's going to be 3, and that's going to be 4. Oh, Kevin. Now, this isn't necessarily looking so great. I think he might forget about 1. If I just fly away right now, this is a common trick that Terrans use against me as well, is where they'll basically fly out with 3 out of the 4 mines, and then you're thinking to yourself, like, oh, that's interesting. Oh, he didn't forget. It's like he picked up all of his mines, and then in reality, there's still 1 mine in your main base, and ta-da, you just lost the game, and it's very frustrating, obviously. I still have 3 random mines in this location. I'm just gonna put 2 here on top of this factory as well. Then we'll start a 3rd base, which we'll just do over here, because I'm too lazy to take away this crap, these mineral patches, which is of course a much better way of going about things. Ooh. He just flew through some crap, didn't he? Yeah. I wonder if he sees it. Oh, no, buddy. Not again. Woohoo! That's all 3. That is all 3. All 3. Nice. Some Dutch sneaking in there. Love to see it. I think he's just in some serious trouble right now. So while we're going in with our main push, obviously we also want to have our final mine drop off the game. Hopefully our final... Oh no, caught on the wrong side. Single G. Yeah, he left before I could kill him. Guess he was dead already. 32 workers killed in 8 minutes and 32 seconds. I freaking love this build so much. There's actually a variation of this where you take a slightly faster natural, I think it is, and you open up with drilling claws so that the mines burrow even a little bit quicker. And because it's such an uncommon upgrade, Protoss players don't recognize this at all. They're like, wait, what's happening here? And their mind is not used to the swiftness of the burrowed mine. So they pull away their works a bit too late. I played against it the other day. I think it was on Solaris. I got absolutely blasted by this guy. Luckily, he was brain dead and I still ended up winning the game, but I was in a really, really bad spot. So yeah, it's definitely a build that maybe if we get another Protoss, I'll try something like this. But this by itself is just so much fun. Did end with a GG. We get 27 points as we're climbing my opponent. Not quite sure if you guys can catch it. It was 5600 MMR, so pretty decent Protoss level. I think it's about rank 28 or so. Currently, at the moment on the ladder, he's not ranked in Grandmaster, but if you take a look at the Grandmaster ladder, you see that. Yeah, here, my Terran is 5616 on my main account. It's about rank 30 right now on the GM ladder. Of course, it's a new season, so it's not the highest rank, but still very happy with that win. Beautiful little cheese. Now, not many people know this, but one of the secrets of the cheese trades is that it's important that it remains a secret. And this is actually true. There used to be huge fights between different cheese gangs. As many of you might know, is that the Netherlands has a lot of cheese production. We are one of the main cheese producers. Cheese export countries in the world, and we used to have basically families, or as you would say, gangs of cheese makers who would fight for market share and where they could sell, on which corners you could buy certain types of cheese, old cheese, young cheese, and that type of stuff. And one of the things that was very important was to deny information from the other gangs, obviously, is where your cheese production was. Because if they could hit your cheese production, or they just got information on how you're creating your cheese right now, what is your selling process, you could be losing market share, and it's very dangerous. Right now, I think it is pretty stable. There's like 3 big cheese families. You got your Gouda, your Edammer, and then Old Amsterdam. These are like the main, like the 3 big cheese, like the conglomerate basically right now. They're all in bed with each other. But what I'm trying to say is that if you're cheesing, it's important to deny information. There's a long, winded fictional story to explain that I'm going to deny my opponent's vision by lifting a barracks, flying it around the map, and then denying his overlords. We're gonna open up with 2 cyclones, or maybe 2 cyclones, and then we'll follow up once again with a couple of mine drops, because I just freaking love the way that I played out. Gonna go for a couple of mine drops. This time, I'm not actually sure what we're doing with it. It's like, well, do I wanna... Yeah, you know what? We'll do mine drops and then we go into a 2-base mech all-in. This is one of those things that Zerg players are not familiar with at all. This is such a TVP type of style, although mech all-ins also aren't popular in that matchup. You could imagine an all-in off of 2 bases with mech against Toss. You can't even imagine it against Zerg. So we're gonna get 3 factories before our CC. We're gonna pull a bunch of boys across the map as well. But this all starts with the mine drop. So we're hitting them hard with the mines, with the scouting denial, and then boom. We followed up with a cheeky little all-in, exactly the way that David Kim intended when he created the Terran race in 3 days. At least that's how the story goes. So what did I say I was going to do? Right, I'm going to lift this bad boy as fast as I can. I have a lot of gas here in the bank, don't I? Still want that fast starport as well. You know what? I'm not sure if I can actually get 2 cyclones out. I'm actually not sure if I can. So we're just going to get a... Yeah, but we can. But we definitely can. Oh, I'm such an idiot. We definitely can. I'm just going to look around with this marine, see if I can spot something. See if I can figure out where my opponent is storing his overlords. We did just figure out where he's storing his links, right in front of my base. Gotta get a kill on that. Sometimes they don't quite put their overlords in correct locations. And if that's the case over here as well, then we're going to be having a blast. Oh, what are you doing, bud? Doesn't look so nice for you now, does it? Oh, Overlord moving into my main. Seems like a mistake. He's looking for the cheese. Like, where are your cheese production facilities? Which cows are you using? Ah, piss off, mate. You ain't getting none of that information. That is a family secret. Of the Adammer. Bum bum bum. Or the Gouda, as the kids would say in America. Some Gouda cheese. I'll wait actually till I have 4, won't I? I haven't spotted any freaking overlords yet. I'm actually kind of pissed off about that. I'm just gonna take some more of these bad boys. This is freaking gnarly. I'm just getting... Oh, that's an overlord. That's most definitely an overlord, huh? Okay, there's nothing here. Maybe he's up here. It seems like a terrible location as well, though. This guy just is picking out terrible locations for his overlords altogether. Awful spots. Awful spots. Why did I use my barracks for this, by the way? I just realized I could have used my meta. Oh, well. It is what it is. It really is what it is. We're going to go for 2 failed medevacts with mines, and then that really is going to be all she wrote for the drops. Oh, Champs-Élysées. These. Oh, I wonder if I can actually get all of these in here. Oh, very cute. Okay, well, this absolutely did not work out the way I wanted it to, but that's kind of life as well, isn't it? That kind of is life. I'm just gonna move this away a little tiny tad. Hopefully he still will be capable of getting something with that. And now we start not mine production, Hellion production. This is not a full wall quite yet. This thing is hiding over here. Just gonna spread a couple around the map. Always feels good to do that as well. And we'll start Liberator production. Typical Harstem move, really. Liberator production. God, I'm so smart sometimes. Let's see if we can get some kills. I think we might be capable of getting some kills here. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, we're gonna be capable of getting... Oh, yeah, that was very nice. Definitely got a couple of kills there. Managed to get the clean evacuation as well. Right on time. As... it does feel a little bit awkward here the way that I'm playing. Probably wanted one more reactor actually, so I can get a couple more Hellions or maybe some Cyclones out. We have... Oh. Can't go shoot that. That was nice. Gonna pick off this bad boy, obviously. He should be aware of that too. And it's very important that he doesn't see that I don't quite have a thing yet. What is it called? I don't quite have a 3rd base yet. I wonder if I can clear this thing. Don't think I can. Okay, well, this feels a little bit awkward for me right now. This ball a little bit. This feels very awkward for me right now. Come on. Oh, please don't scout. 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 I think he scouted. That was unfortunate for me. We have liberators in production. We have liberators on the map. I wonder what the best. I wonder what the best play is going to be. Like, do I just go straight up for a frontal push? Do I pretend like I'm not pushing, and then I think I'm just gonna go straight for a frontal push. I bring a bunch of SCVs as well. Just gonna go from this side, send this thing in. That feels good. That feels like it has some serious potential as well. Like, you run in there, you get like 17 drone kills. Yeah, 4 of them. Almost. This is very close to 17. 4 and 17 are much closer than some people make you believe. And the elite wants you to believe. What else do we want here? Oh. Yikers. This is actually kind of awkward. I don't think I have enough tanks to really properly push this back. I do want to repair it as a lip though. Pretend like I'm sieging it up. Move back. Pretend that I'm sieging it up. Actually siege it up. High tier moves, Kevin. Very high tier moves. Okay, we have another tank. I'm just gonna be slowly but surely moving this forward, right? That seems like it would be the professional play to make here. I'm not sure what he's trying to hit, but he's missing everything, so I'm okay with it. No matter what he's trying to hit, all I know is that he's missing, unless he was trying to hit his own creep. Like, imagine he just killed like 4 of his own creep tumors and I didn't realize here I'm saying that he's missing stuff. But in reality, this guy is cannibalizing his own units. Here I am talking crap. Keeping Protoss players in it. Oh, I feel like this guy's pretty freaking dead though, huh? I am losing my tanks one by one, which is frustrating, but he is losing his roaches 5 at a time, which is probably a little bit more frustrating. Generally good traits for me. Oh, I wonder if I can unsiege the liberators in time. I think I actually can, but it might require me to be faster, which is not something that I want to become. I'm happy being a slow player. Oh. You should always put all liberators at exactly the same spot, so they can be hit by the same biles, which is just exactly what happened. Brilliant play by me. This is fake advice, by the way. Don't actually follow this. It's idiotic advice. I just want to split them up for that exact reason, of course. It was a joke, guys. Don't wait, what's in here? Just a bunch of random SCVs. Love to see it. Yeah. I don't really need any more tanks, though, do I? Just me. Why does he keep trying to hit moving targets? These Zerg players really have no respect for Terrans. I noticed this quite a lot with Zerg, that they just try to bile like targets that aren't static. It's like, how dumb is the average Terran player? It's like, oh, there's biles there. Let me try to send it back. Surely this usually works. And then I play against a Protoss player of racing with Terran, and boom, all of a sudden it's much harder. This guy's not gonna GG, I can smell it. If I scan now, he definitely isn't gonna GG. It's a nice move to do, to make sure that I'm winning. Wow, that was a GG. Okay, well, I hadn't expected that. Not gonna lie. Want to see how many drones he had anyway, so that was a good scan. Alright, 20 points in the pocket once more as we're climbing up to 5-5 almost. Yeah, Mars is growing. Uncontrolled growth. That could be dangerous for the cheese market, but it's also something beautiful. Lots of opportunities to be had right now in the niche of cheese. Alright, we're now playing against Demauer's Zerg, also known as Showtime. I think he's a 6k Zerg player if I'm not mistaken. A very solid one. It's always gonna suck. It's always gonna be difficult. Luckily, I have a special build just for this type of occasion. You know, I have my mine drops for the people that are at my level, but then you always have... Every player in the world, whether they know it or not, they have a build in their pocket which they use when they play against someone that is significantly better than they are. Now, I do that most of the time whenever I'm playing tournaments because most people are significantly better than I am. But every player, you know as well, when I'm talking, I know half of you don't actually play the game, but the 25% of you guys that play the game, they know they hit the ladder, they see someone, ooh, this guy is Diamond 1 and I'm Gold 2. First of all, why am I playing against this? And then they pull out the build, you know? They haven't played it in a couple of months, it's still rusty, but it's the build that they use against the better players, the MMR stealing build. That's what we have here right now against Demauer. We're ready to take some of his MMR. And with taking his MMR, we'll also ruin his day. You know, he's been playing for about 2-3 hours. He gained 70 MMR. We're going to take all of that away in a single game. 4 hours of progress. This is like someone building a card house and you turning on the fan. You know, this is what we're doing right now. And I'm completely okay with it. This is the moments that I live for. Okay, as a content creator, as an extraordinary StarCraft player, these are the moments where it's like, yes, this is how I want my life to go. This is the most important moment. You know, you want to be the dick in the room. Someone's building their Lego structure, just puff, punch it. I don't know why you would do that, but this is what we're doing right now to Showtime. He's been carefully crafting this. It is this house of glass. You know, he made the glass himself. I once went to a glass factory as well. That's actually pretty cool. I recommend it. You see it, they were blowing the glass. I think that's what you call it. It's like a certain technique. They weren't performing weird acts on the glass. Don't worry about that. I know that's where all of your minds went to me. Like, yeah, I'm mentally 3 years old. It's pathetic. Let's see. So we killed one drone just now. It's building a spine. I think that's brain damaged as a response. As in not very good. But at the same time, spines are also very good. Okay, he cancelled. That's kind of cute. Yeah, he cancelled. Thinking that that's going to be a valid thing to do. Mate, you have no clue what you're up against, alright? You legit have no clue what you're up against. Get a Reaper with this maybe as well. Ooh. What is his plan? Why is he moving out with so many freaking links, huh? What's the deal with you, buddy? Huh? You want to talk about it? You can talk about it if you want to. We can leave your friends behind. Because if your friends don't end, and if they don't end well, they're no friends of mine. I know he's going to finish up this crap soon. I want to kill this Overlord real bad. I really want to kill that Overlord real bad. I wonder if I get it. Yeah, I mean, I will get it. I'm just going to fly this building here. Not necessarily to deny vision, but to get vision myself. It's also important in life. Vision. I personally love vision. My eyes are pretty bad. I think I have -1 or +1, one of the two. I can't see far away. I'm supposed to wear lenses and glasses. I lost my glasses and I don't wear my lenses. I'm so bad at putting them in. I remember when I initially got my lenses, the guy told me. So I was like, it's very important that you're good at putting them in, otherwise you won't wear them. And then I had to practice with him, otherwise he wouldn't give me the lenses. And I didn't give them to me. What are you? The police? He's like, no, I'm an optometrist. I think that's the right word. And then he wouldn't give the lenses to me. He legit just wouldn't give him. I said, okay, you need to practice. I spent like an hour there practicing. Then I got charged like $300. Hour of practice. Like, hey, that wasn't the deal. And I'm just joking. It's just 150. I'm like, what? It's still too much. That's a ridiculous price. No, I went too deep. Because I'm in too deep. I'm trying to keep. This went freaking terrible. I wish I hadn't lost all my units there for free. That really would have made this game a lot easier for me. Not losing the units, that is. Maybe I can use this as like a blocking structure. You know what I mean? Let's move these across the map. Ah, that's not the right timing, I guess. That definitely wasn't the right timing. That's a little bit frustrating. I still have one worker remaining though. It's gonna make it across the map. Very nice. Yeah, some serious damage with that bad boy. Serious damage. Okay, now we have to hell that transition. Imagine we wouldn't have lost our first 4 Cyclones absolutely for free. That would have been hilariously good for me. Then we would have 4 more Cyclones now. I'm not sure if it would have mattered. This was absolutely god-awful. I think we... I'm not sure. Maybe it's possible, but not today. Well, congratulations, Demauer. We didn't break your house of Lego. Glass Lego. Okay, it was freaking 9k MMR. 6k. Yeah. We could have definitely ruined this day very well, but we didn't. But my day isn't ruined. I still played well. That's going to be it for today's episode of The Cheesiest Man Alive. I did hope you enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see all of you for another video, which will most likely be here tomorrow. But if not, the day after. That's the beauty of this channel. 6 days a week we post. That means that if there's none on one day, there's always one the day after. All right, that will be it. Thanks for watching and bye-bye.